you have said on more than one occasion you come to Clemson to play games like this, but this is, first time in the college football playoff in a while. What are your emotions? What are your thoughts heading into this game Saturday?
Yeah, well, this is the first college football playoff in a while, but this is my first ever college football playoff. So I think what I've been telling people is just, we're hungry. We've never done it before. It's part of our lineage and part of our history, but nobody on this team has ever won a national championship. So I think that's something that a lot of people aren't taking into account is how hungry we are to get this thing done.
Characters on the stop sign he's carrying around and said us against the world. I think Coach Sweeney said that. How much is that the mentality of this team?
It's 110% the mentality of the team. Everybody knows, it's really no secret that nobody wants us to be in the position that we are, but, we take that as a compliment and, we kind of just wear it on our sleeve and move accordingly. And you don't really let that affect your day-to-day preparation, but just keep that in the back of your head is like, we're counted against, but, we like it like that this way.
The phrase Clemson chaos was thrown around. I guess just what does that mean when you hear that?
Just the whole playoff shenanigans that went on. Everybody thought this team was going to get in if Clemson won or if Clemson didn't lose, and it was kind of dependent upon us as people made it seem. And then so with the win, we kind of shook some things up, and people didn't like it, so it's chaos for you.
What was your view of the game-winning field goal? Were you watching it from the sideline, or did you have to look away?
No, I was on the field. I was on the field, so I was on the left side, and I just kept telling myself, we get our job done, he gonna make the kick. Like it was no doubt in my mind that he was gonna make the kick. So.
Was it kind of more sweeter because you guys kind of field goal block was maybe the issue for you guys, but in that moment, Nolan knocking down was kind of sweet. Like all those, I guess, issues that arose early in the season were kind of like washed away with his kick.
Yeah, man. Like Nolan's a great kicker. He deserved that opportunity to be on that stage. The kicks that he missed were blocked. You know what I'm saying? Because of us not getting our job done up front. So we just really took pride in that this week, and especially on that rep, just giving him that opportunity because he can make them from anywhere, and so that's what we did.
Peter, it's been like 9 days or so since that win. How many times have you watched that sequence, those last 16 seconds, and does it seem like it couldn't have possibly been real?
Yeah, it was pretty unreal. I just walked around with my mouth swung open for a little bit, just like chin to the floor. But I can't really scroll anywhere and not see it. Maybe it'll go away after we do something else. But it was just a great moment. It was great.
Peter, what do you make of the mobility of their offensive line? And I guess maybe how good they are at disguising screens and such, just getting out.
You talking about Texas now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, Texas.
Okay, Texas offensive line is great, and I think that's one of their strengths of their team. And, they do disguise screens and stuff very well. And, we just got to do what we're coached to do and just read and stuff like that.
They've run on everybody except Georgia, it seems like. What was your read on how Georgia was able to sort of bottle up their running game?
They just did a good job on film, playing assignment football. I think that's what it'll come down to for us, just make sure that we don't get too frenzied in some of the slower developing runs and just make sure we stay sound in our assignment.
What's it been like to play more defensive tackle down the stretch as opposed to the end? And how do you feel that's kind of helped that unit, you making that switch, and obviously the guys that are now playing it in instead of you?
Yeah, it's been fun. Me, I always just say I'm a defensive lineman, just wherever. I just play wherever, wherever I'm asked to play. But I think it's really helped, some of the development of the guys who had to step up, at the other positions. And you see those guys getting better every week and making plays for themselves. So that makes me happy to see. And even this year, but for the coming year, some of those guys who we've been sprinkling in there that have had the opportunity to play, with different guys moved around. But it should be fun, man. We get our best players out there on the field and dominate.
Seems like TJ has a knack for forcing fumbles on strip sacks. I guess does he do anything in practice, like practice any of those reps to try to ID the ball and kind of figuring out when the swipe is in and not to?
Yeah, we do a turnover circuit before every practice. So, just taking that seriously has really helped him. And I think we're like second in the nation turnover margin or forcing turnovers right now. So, that that's something that we continue to do and will continue to do because it's starting to pay dividends for us.
Any questions for Peter virtually? Go ahead, Andrea.
Hey, Peter, I was just wondering, this offensive line, compared to maybe some of the others you've seen this season, whether Georgia, South Carolina, some of the other good ones, how do they compare, and what is the biggest challenge they present?
They compare great. I think it's a great matchup for us. They're big, they got strong hands, and they're good at the point of attack. They move laterally really well, and they work well as a unit. And so I think all those things present a good challenge for us, and I think that I'm ready for it.
This defense has been really good at times for a half, for 3 quarters, and then 1 quarter kind of, undoes a lot of it. How do you guys lock us in and say, put together that complete 4-quarter game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've seen it in spurts. We've seen a half. We've seen a quarter here and there. We just got to do the job. We just got to do it diligently. And it just comes down to, having the mindset of 60 minutes or however long it takes, making sure that we do our 111 as a person and our 1/3 as a team. And that goes back to, the complementary football thing that you hear Coach Swinney talk about all the time. Just make sure that we stay aligned with those rules and make sure that we're complementing the offense complementing special teams and defense in a triangle. And I think if we keep that mindset, I mean, there's nobody that can stop us as a team.
And he keeps saying this team hasn't played its best game yet. Do you think it's still out there for you guys? That could happen Saturday?
I mean, that's 100% true. I mean, we just talked about it. A half here, a quarter there, and I think if you put together 4 quarters, that's our best game. And I think that the dangerous part about us is we've yet to do that yet, and we've been winning games. So.
Anybody else for Peter? All right. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.